You already know. You already know. You already know. It's me again. I got another reaction video. If you are returning, you already know how we like to do it. If you are new, you like drama, you like tea, baby, or you like somebody else's story, hit that subscribe button. Join the family. Over here, we do reaction videos. So let's get started on today's reaction.
A woman will look at you a certain way when she thinks that you're not looking and no one else is looking.
If you think she lying, listen to the story time on how I received this look for the very first time in my life, and it was by my little sister. May of 2025, I ended up having to come back home from Atlanta, back up to the DMV. Mind you, I have my own room, she have her own room, so there's no tension built between us. We're just sisters, and we ain't argue about nothing. Everything was copacetic. I'm grown at this point, so I'm not acting as a child. She's a lot older. She's in 12th grade at this point, so she's not acting like a child. So mind you, we have no reason whatsoever to fall out about anything, okay? She has given me this look on 2 occasions before the last time, and it made her come out her body. The first occasion, it was on my stepfather's birthday. So we were throwing him a party at the house. We had a few people coming over to celebrate his birthday. Now, naturally, everybody, got dressed, cleaned the house, got prepared for company, okay? So everybody was upstairs at this point. At this point, it's like 6, 7 o'clock, and we've already gotten company, but I'm the last one who's ready. Just imagine me coming into the equation as the last person ready to come and engage, and everybody's already there, okay? So I get dressed. I don't have anything spectacular on. I got on my flare pants, and I got on my t-shirt, and I got my hair like this, literally like this, okay? So I'm coming up the stairs, and I'm in the basement, that I'm saying, right? I'm coming up the stairs, and I'm looking at my phone. Now, muscle memory has me coming up the stairs while looking at my phone. And as I reached the top of the stairs, I looked up, and there my sister was giving me that look. I don't really know how to make this look because I've never given a woman this look, but I'm gonna try to imitate it. It was a just like that, right? So I was like, hey girl, dang, you ain't gonna speak. Like, imagine you just coming up the stairs and you see somebody looking at you like that, how you would respond. That's how I responded. I didn't really think nothing of it because it's the first time, and I just figured, I don't know what I figured, but I didn't make note of it. So she looked at me like that. I'm like, hey, girl, woo. And the day go on, and we finished the party. That was that. Second instance, I'm in the living room of the basement. Mind you, we both stay in the basement. I was in the living room folding my clothes, okay? And me knowing that she's down here with me, I am not jumping up to see who is who if I was to hear her room door open and she walk out, okay? So that's what happened. Her room door opened and she walked out. I didn't look up. I'm steady folding my clothes. I know that it's my sister. We've been in the house all day. Next thing you know, I just hear complete silence. But I know I didn't hear nobody walk up the stairs. So that's what triggered me to poke my head up. So as soon as I poked my head up and I looked directly at her, she jumped. She said, ooh, girl, you scared me. Mind you, she had been standing there for at least a good 5 seconds glaring at me. And since she looked at me like that before, I know exactly how she was looking at me at this point. So when I finally looked up, she jumped as if I scared her. And she said, ooh, girl, you scared me. And she said, you always scaring me. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm scaring you, girl, just speak. You know what I'm saying? Why you just looking? Just speak. And that was that, right? So that was the second time that happened. Fast forward, that was in May. Okay, now we in either June or July, I can't remember. We're supposed to go on this road trip to a family reunion. And the day before, I even did her hair and everything. It was so cute. I did some tribal braids. Look, her whole childhood, I've always done her hair, okay? And I always lay to the gods. That's why I know how to do hair today. But anyways, I digress. So I did her hair, okay? And that's just a little context of we ain't beefing about nothing. Nothing, okay? So I did her hair, go to sleep. Next morning, boom, we on the road to Brunswick. We get there. That's where things get a little shaky, okay? And me and my mom is known to get into it and have little spats. So it was nothing. But we ended up like getting into it about little stupid stuff. I remember that on this trip there was an all-white party. At this all-white party, I had on the cutest. I had on this like busty hair. I had on this white mini skirt, and I had just did my hair before, just like I did her hair. I did my hair before the trip, so I was looking cute. I had gotten dressed in the bathroom, came out. I received that look again. So as I'm standing in the mirror, doing my, like, fixing my hair up and everything like that, I turned to the left, and there she was again, looking at me like that again. My mama was acting weird towards me and all too. Okay, I really have to put up a picture of what I was looking like, because I must have looked real good. Anyways, so she gave me the look again, right? So boom, we get to the all white party. We even take pictures together. I'm like, I told her, hey, why don't I take some pictures of you? You look beautiful. She's like, no, I don't really take pictures. I'm like, why don't you take pictures? You're such a pretty girl. You need to start taking pictures and being, taking pride in yourself. And so I took pictures of her, and then I took pictures of me as well. Now, mind you, this is the day before the last day that we were in Brunswick. We took the pictures and went home, and that day was over with. So the very next day, we are getting ready to go on the road trip home. So I put on some clothes again. I got on biker shorts, this like athletic jacket, and I got my hair up. I'm thinking I'm looking cute too. So look, when you think you look cute, you act like you look cute, and that just may trigger people. I did not mention that the night before, her and my mom, we had like a little back and forth, so I had to kind of intervene and defend my sister. I'm like, look, this is actually what she said, and da 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 da, and that was that. And my mom ended up getting mad with me behind that. So boom, I'm defending her and all. Keep all of this in mind. I'm pointing out these things just so that you could see where I'm coming from, okay? So I was downstairs. She was upstairs already. While I'm downstairs, I decide that I need to boo-boo. So I said, you know what? I'm not gonna boo-boo downstairs. Why not just go upstairs in the hotel where we've been boo-booing, and I'm gonna take my shit there. So I rush upstairs, and mind you, I gotta boo-boo real bad. I rush upstairs. As soon as I get into the door, there goes the bathroom. I slide in. Boom. Plop. Sit on the toilet. I'm going. Here she go. I was just about to go to the bathroom, and da-da-da-da, and da-da-da. I'm like, Shania, I didn't know. Ooh, I'm sorry. Love you, sir. Ooh, I didn't know that you was about to go in the bathroom. Just go ahead downstairs and use the bathroom. I'm sorry. Nah, I was about to use the bathroom. I really got to go. I really got to go. Mind you, when I first came in, I had seen a little glimpse. She was all the way down in the room by the beds, and she was digging in her bag. So there was no indication that she was about to use the bathroom. She was nowhere near the bathroom. I did not know. Okay, so she continued to go. So at this point, we going back and forth. I'm like, girl, go ahead and go downstairs and use the bathroom. Nah, I was about to use the bathroom, and da-da-da-da-da. I said, go downstairs and use the bathroom, stupid ass little girl. And it wasn't in no, you a stupid ass little girl, like, it was in like a big sister way. Like, instead of sitting here arguing with me about how you was about to use the bathroom, go ahead and go downstairs and use the bathroom for you shit on yourself. So that was that, right? She got upset, stormed out, boom. I remember I finished using the bathroom, and I was still in the room, like, getting our stuff together, because we about to hit the road to go back home. So her and her father and my little brother walk in. Now, immediately I feel the tension, I feel the energy. Okay, so he looking stone faced, she looking stone faced. In my mind, I'm already knowing they was having a conversation about what just transpired. So, but didn't nobody say nothing to me. So, boom, everybody's all packed. I come downstairs and I get in the car. Everybody is being weird.
I don't know, calling me a stupid ass little girl would have kind of triggered me too, but let's carry on with the story now.
Part 2. So everybody's being weird with me. My mom starts an argument with me because apparently I took a long time coming downstairs. So she's mad with me. Everybody mad with me. Tension is there. Please keep this in mind. Me and my mom got into it repeatedly over little small things. Just keep that in mind before I say what I'm about to say. We're starting to head on the road. We first make a pit stop, then we made another pit stop to the gas station, and then we made another pit stop to McDonald's because then my brother had the boo-boo. So we park at McDonald's, and as soon as we get there, my stepfather and my little brother, they go in the bathroom so that he could go boo-boo. So as they're in the McDonald's, I asked my mother, I said, why is, I'm gonna give him a name, why is Carlos, why is Carlos being weird to me? Y'all must have been talking about me to him. You know what I'm saying? That was on some like being funny, but seriously, I want to know why my little brother being weird towards me. So she was like, no, he ain't being weird to you. He probably was in there when you said what you had said. You called a stupid ass little girl. And I was like, yeah, I mean, it was wrong. I apologize. But I mean, it wasn't in no way like that. She was just arguing with me about going to the bathroom the whole time. I didn't even know she was about to use the bathroom. So here go, I'm going to give her a name too. Carly. Okay, Carlos and Carly. So here go Carly. Hey, I told you that I needed to use the bathroom, and I was like, no, you didn't. You didn't tell me. I just, as soon as I opened the door, I slid in the bathroom. I did not know that you was about to use the bathroom. I said I needed to use the bathroom. I said, you know what? I'm done with this conversation because you a liar. And that's how I ended the conversation. I put my headphones in and I start looking at my phone, and I'm scrolling on my phone. About a good, I want to say 3, 4, 5 seconds go by, and all I feel was pop, 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 pop. I'm talking about pull my hair to the detriment. I'm talking about grip tight, pop, 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 right? So unfortunately, I had to get up with my sister, and I got up with my little sister, and at this point, she's still sitting down in the seat. Mind you, we're in the back seat. She's still sitting down in the back seat, and I'm on top of her at this point, and I got her hair, and I really ain't even get no licks in because it's like, I don't want to do it to you, but motherfucker, you got me fucked up. Right? So I'm like, girl. You know what I'm saying? So boom. My stepfather come out the McDonald's. He sees me on top of her. He don't know that she initiated this altercation. So he opens the door, comes in, and I know you're probably like, where's your mother through all this? As my head was to the side and my hair was being pulled, I was looking through my little strands of hair, and I saw my mother's hands like this for the first half of the fight before I got up. So that's all I could see while my head is getting punched in and my hair being pulled. So immediately I feel the betrayal, right? So that's when I got up and I got up with her. And as she was punching me, she was saying, I'm tired of you disrespecting her. I'm tired of you disrespecting her. You know what I'm saying? That's where the manipulation came into play. She made it seem as if she was defending my mom so that she doesn't get in trouble, when whole time she never had to make up anything or do no manipulation tactic. She was going to get away with it regardless. This is how she always did growing up. She did little conniving stuff, and it just was what it was. She was younger and I was older. I'm the eldest daughter, mind you. That's happening, right? My stepfather opens the door and he puts his knee inside of my spine and pushes me down on the car floor. So I'm like, your knee in my spine, your knee in my spine. He said, you want to be like that? This is what you get. Okay? So his knees in my spine, he pressing down, and we still got each other here. They like, let each other here go, let each other here go. At this point, yes, my mom is behind my stepfather like, y'all stop. Because now his knee is in my spine, and now it's like a 3 type thing. All right, so eventually we let go of each other here. They get out, and I'm riled up, I'm mad, I'm pissed off. So I'm trying to get back, you know what I'm saying? Give me my fair one. Don't sneak me. And now I'm getting jumped at this point because now your father knee in my spine. I want war. It's war. So I'm like trying to get to her, and so next thing you know, he takes me by the neck and he pushes me down into the back seat, and so I'm like, let go of me, get off of me. He steady choking, right? Okay, boom. Eventually he gets off and he go and grab her, whatever transpire. So I'm like, literally, me and my mom start getting into it. I'm like, how you gonna let these people do this to me? And you gonna let this nigga put his knee in my spine? And you gonna let this girl steal off on me? And you standing there with your hand folded? I'm pissed the fuck off, right? I ended up spitting in my stepfather's face. I ended up running up on my little sister again. I ended up cussing everybody out, every last one of them out. Next thing you know, my stepfather, he took my bags and he threw it in on the thing. He was like, there go your fake ass purse and all this other stuff. And I cussed everybody out and was like, man, fuck y'all. I'm pissed off, right? So they skirt off and they left me in Brunswick, Georgia, 12 hours away from where I once was in the DMV with them, right? So now at this point, I'm in McDonald's, I'm mad. I call the police, I'm letting them know, look, these people just jumped me. The stepfather choked me out. They left me 12 hours away. Y'all need to send a cop car to get them. They in the white Subaru. I'm talking about the whole nine. I told it all. I even asked the cashiers. I said, hey, can I get a video of, do y'all have a camera out there? I need video of what happened. These people just jumped me with the whoop. They didn't want to give me the video. They didn't want to share the video. Boom. Eventually the police came and they showed them the video. They showed me the video. I was like, yeah, that's what happened. And so they was asking me about pressing charges, and I got the case number and everything. That was that.
This literally just happened like a good 20 minutes ago. And they ride it off so they can get off. They ride it off so they don't have to suffer no motherfucking consequences. The little girl put her hands on me. Then the dad, he came around and he grabbed me by the throat and choke slammed me like this. He came grab me by the throat and choke slammed me in the thing. Mind you, this is door, so that's why he's doing all this shit. But she hit me, she attacked me. So he came choke slam me. Then she my mama go tell myself, don't put your hands on my husband. But I didn't put my hands on him. He choke slammed me. I need to press charges on every last one of them. I don't give a fuck. They threw my stuff out the thing and then left me and went they on their way back to the city. They need to stop them right now.
Nobody, my mom didn't call me, my stepfather didn't call me, nobody called me that was in the car on the way home. My mom called my boyfriend who lived in Atlanta 5 hours away from where I was and told him about what happened, said that I fought my little sister and that she's stuck in Brunswick. So he calling me like, why did you fight your little sister and da. I said, you don't even know the whole story. My little sister snuck me. Okay, and then we fought, and then her father choked me, and then they left me 12 hours away home. That's what happened. Thank you to the grace of God, my homegirl Des, love you Des. She was nice enough to let me come. She had an extra room. She let me come to her house. She's like, Mo, you don't have to be on the street or nothing like that. All I had was my suitcase and the clothes I had on. And she let me stay there for a couple of days until I could get things situated. Mind you, I did not have no money, no anything. I was like, it was hard times. I spent all my money on the clothes that I had bought to come down to Brunswick. And I was about to start a job. I had just got a job there before we left. And I was about to start my job. The whole purpose of me going back home was so that I could get things situated and then we come back together and do what we got to do. All of that changed once my little sister did that. I ended up going back home to Atlanta with my boyfriend where our apartment was. Mind you, I was only in Maryland temporarily just to get my mind right. And so I'm still living out my suitcase. Things were hard. He didn't have a job at the time. We couldn't pay our rent. Shit just kept on happening. Luckily, our lease ended at the end of that month. But I say that to say this. Once a person starts glaring at you, once a person starts giving you that look of envy, you need to get the fuck from around them. From that point on, they are gonna be gunning for you, okay? They don't give a fuck what's going. If they have some type of hatred, it don't matter if y'all ain't gotten to it or nothing. Get the fuck away from them.
Oh wow, that was so crazy that her mother just sat there instead of being the peer mediator in between her two daughters. She literally sitting there watching one daughter attack the other. And then not only did she sit there, she waited until her daughter's father came out of McDonald's to get the situation even more rowdy as a grown ass man choking this young lady. You as a mother sit there and fucking watch all of this. What kind? That mother must have had envy her too, and there had to be plenty of conversations between her sister, her mama, and the rest of them even before this day for them to sit there and watch the whole situation go on. That is crazy, just crazy. Like, why would you not just come out of McDonald's and diffuse the situation? Cause you see the mama sitting there looking crazy. She did the right thing by pressing charges. She definitely did on every last one of them. And then to leave her 12 hours away from her original home. I wonder if she talked to them into this day, because baby, it will be no conversation no more after this. Like, cut off real quick. Boundaries has been crossed. Hands and feet done been put on me. I'm done. That's it.
Part 3, and this is going to be a short one because this is like the outcome and the ending. After everything was said and done, come to find out, she had told my mom and her father that I had called her a dumbass bitch in front of her great grandmother's house while we were at the family reunion, which is why it motivated her to put her hands on me. Mind you, this was a day before the white party that we was over there. So apparently I had came out my mouth in front of her family, in front of her family's house, and called her a dumb ass bitch. And that was the justification of why she had snuck me. Now, was that true? No. If I would call you a stupid ass little girl, obviously I have some type of discretion to not call you a dumbass bitch. Because if I had already called you a dumbass bitch before, why would I double back and call you a stupid ass little girl? Wouldn't I just call you a dumbass bitch again? But she lied, and you know, that was her way of getting out of trouble or whatever. But yeah. Once a person starts looking at you like that, once a person glares at you in like this envious way, like they plotting or some shit like that, get the fuck away from them before you end up like me. Okay? That one situation has changed the whole trajectory of my life in a sense, because prior to that happening, I had already had a job lined up. I was already finna like get on my shit and be on some different shit. Okay, so obviously I couldn't go back. A whole 2 months went by, and finally time had died down. My mom had talked me down from pressing charges on the both of them, because yes, I was in the process of pressing charges on both my stepsister and my stepfather, but she told me not to, and she like kind of convinced me not to. She was being a lot nice to me, so I ended up not doing it. And plus, you know, that would have sabotaged everything they had going on. I shouldn't have gave a fuck, but I did. And I didn't press charges. It was so bad to the point where after they had sped off and like left me there and they reached home, my mom was even talking about, okay, well, can you send her money so that she could get a bus ticket or something? And he was just like, no, not my money. No. Let her sit up there and suffer. Like, it was like, fuck her. But mind you, it was no beef. It was no nothing. Literally, all she had to do was lie. And that just set the whole thing off. And so the whole time prior to that happening, I kept on getting this look. But, you know, everything happens for a reason. And at the end of the day, knock me down 9 times, but I get up 10. And that's just that. Can't nobody keep me down. At the end of the day, I'm still pretty. She pulled my hair out. I had like a bald spot right here. I'm talking about this girl. You would have thought that I was some bitch on the street. But yeah. With that being said, thank y'all for watching. And stay the fuck from around people once they start looking at you like that, because they jealous and they envy you and they don't give a fuck. It will sabotage your life. With that being said, peace out.
Unfortunately, it be like this. Like, you have people that literally hate your guts and you don't even know it. And it's people that you lived in the house with or been around for most of your life that will literally be just looking at you weird. You don't know why they can't stand you or they don't like you. Technically, you might not even have more than them, and for some odd reason they don't like you. If she would have never said that this was her sister and just told the story, I would have thought it was somebody literally on the street. Pull your hair out, bald spots, step forward choking you, knee in your spine, mama just sitting there. What? I was confused. Like, did somebody come to her house and jump her? What? This was all family. Not only did the mother sit there and watch both of her daughters beefing back and forth instead of getting in the middle of it, like, she sat there and watched the father, the stepdad, choke her fucking daughter. Choke her daughter. And sat there and then pretended, oh, y'all chill out, after it started getting really violent. And for her to like just excuse it all and accept what her mother said, like, please don't press charges, when her mother didn't think not fucking once to turn that motherfucking vehicle back around and pick her up, knowing that her daughter was 12 hours away from fucking home, is crazy. For you to have to ask this person that choked the hell out of your daughter to borrow money to send her that, for her to at least get back, is crazy. When all you had to do was break up that fight at McDonald's. You waited until he came out the McDonald's, not knowing what really expired and what went on, for him to do nothing but make the situation even more worse. When you could have broke that whole argument up before it even got started, before the physical part even got started. So obviously I feel like she was the outcast in the whole house. I feel like they all had been already saying stuff. I felt like the sister already been adding stuff. There is no way that what she said, she just was trying to get out of trouble, because she was never in trouble in the first place. Even if she wanted to use that as the reason why she attacked you without you even realizing it until she started hitting you, she would have never got in trouble at all. Her mother didn't give two F's. And quite frankly, it's not only her, it's probably your mother too that don't like you and feel some type of way. Like, and she was just waiting for opportunity. You already said you and your mother will go back and forth about the littlest thing. So yeah, that all sparked from your mother, period. And then it transpired into your sister and your stepdad. I'm just saying, based on your story. You guys, drop down in the comment section what you think about this story. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hype this video up, you guys. And also, if you are returning, I really appreciate it. And the new subscribers, I really appreciate you guys also. Just come back, check more videos out, like, comment, hype me up, and subscribe to this channel. And I hope you all have a blessed day. Peace.